Welcome everybody to Deck Express here on Draw 7 TV. Matt here with you today, and can't wait to get this one started. We're going to be talking about one of my favorite decks that's, well, in my opinion, very underrated right now. So let's go ahead and jump in. All right, guys, so of course we're talking about Mega Gardevoir EX, and not the Despair Ray Mega Gardy, rather the Brilliant Arrow, who does the 30 times damage for each fairy energy attached to all Pokemon, and a very strong attack, especially paired with this card, Xerneas Basic, with Geomancy. Of course, if you don't know, Geomancy allows you to choose 2 benched Pokemon, and for each of those Pokemon, search your deck for a fairy energy and attach it to the Pokemon. So basically just an energy acceleration, and you can get a lot of energy going in just a few turns. But let's go back to this Mega Gardevoir. So something else that I find really cool about this card in specific, and really Gardevoir in general, is the weakness and resistance. So right now, as we know, Turbo Dark really making an impact on the metagame, and you can see there's a resistance of 20. Now, you know, 20 may not sound like a lot of resistance, but guys, it really does add up, and it really does matter. So definitely another strong point here of Mega Gardevoir EX. Something else I like is weak to metal, and of course we don't see a lot of those decks unless you're seeing Mega Scizor. Really not seeing any other of those metal decks right now. So again, really don't have to worry about the whole weakness side of things, especially if you're going to play in a League Cup, Regional, something like that. All right, let's take a look at the rest of the deck here. Of course, got Gardevoir EX. Now, it's been said the Life Leap or the Link Blast, which one's better? I know there's an argument there. Many say the Link Blast is better, but I tend to just go with whatever at this point. I really don't plan on attacking with Gardevoir EX. I plan on attacking with Mega Gardevoir, of course. So we do have 2 with Link Blast here, and we also have this Gardy with Life Leap, and Life Leap just not very strong. Definitely feel like Link Blast is a much stronger attack, especially if something comes up and you have all your Megas prized, or who knows what could happen. But so anyway, it doesn't really matter at this point, but if you could go with Link Blast, I guess that's really the way to go. We play 1 Lone Shaman EX with a setup ability. Of course, setup is just so darn good. And the Sky Return also, if you get into a pinch, something that you could use. My favorite card in the deck, Xerneas with Geomancy. We talked a little bit about what that does at the beginning of the video, and this card is just so strong and just such a wonderful addition to this deck because it really is all about that energy. Something that I had mulled over for a while but decided to throw in the deck is the Xerneas Break. Life Stream for 2 fairy energy. The attack does 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So keep in mind, this is just straight up energy. It's not fairy energy. So it hits for 20 per energy. Thankfully, though, in this deck, we only play Fairy Energy, but I've seen this used in several other decks as well that can use either a double Dragon Energy or double DCE to get that extra 40 damage, and some really cool stuff there. But I threw one card in there just in case I got in a pinch and couldn't get out one of the Mega Gardevoirs. And we run a 2-1 line of Trubbish Garbodor. And mainly we do that because we want to get rid of those abilities since we only play Shaman with an ability in this deck. And Decidueye, of course, and so many decks right now in the metagame are using abilities. I felt like Garbodor in this deck is definitely a plus. All right, so we won't go into much detail about all the trainer cards and all that. As you can see, we run 4 Max Elixirs, 3 Mega Turbos, 4 Trainers Males, and so on and so forth. I think really the only thing to note here is we do only run 2 Fairy Gardens. I find that the Situation 2 Retreat isn't that often, so I only run 2 of those in there right now. Again, we're just play testing this, though, to see how it all turns out. And something else that's important, I do run 12 fairy energy in here. I don't want there to be a lack of energy, especially using Xerneas in case you have to discard some energies or something like that. So I do run 12 energies in the deck. All right, guys. Well, let's get into a few games and see how it performs. All right, guys, welcome to the first game with the Mega Gardevoir deck, and hopefully things will perform well, or at least how we want them to here on the first game. I always hate recording these games, and then they just absolutely are terrible. First hand, obviously no basic Pokemon. Looks like he doesn't either. Let's check out here. Okay, so Sceptile, that's interesting. So we don't have to worry about weakness or anything like that, or even the resistance at this point, which is fine with me. Okay, so we get a Gardevoir, Mega, and Xerneas. I'm definitely going to open up with this Xerneas. That's going to be a big thing. We're going to have to use this Ultra Ball here to get out a Shaman, which kind of stinks. We're going to have to probably get rid of one of these Mega Turbos unless he ends here. So we'll see the play. So it looks like he's playing Sceptile EX. I'm not sure if it's a combination with any Lurantis, Decidueye, anything like that. Off of his Mulligan, he was playing the other Sceptile as well, not the EX version. All right, so the Forest Giant Plants comes out. He plays Trainer's Mail. Be interesting to see if he plays Vileplume in this deck. Also, that could be killer, but at the same rate, it's really all about us using energy, so we could still possibly have a chance against Vileplume, but, you know, we'll see how things go. Plays the Professor's Letter there, gets 2 basic energy cards out of his deck, and let's take a look at the Sceptile. So Sleep Poison for 10, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep and poisoned, and Unseen Claw, 70 more if affected by a special condition. So a pretty cool card. Alright, so here we go. We got the Gardevoir Spirit Link, so that's good. Let's go ahead and grab the Ultra Ball. Let's just hope and pray that our Shaman isn't prized. Okay, it's not good. And we'll go ahead and grab Shaman. We just need to get that acceleration here. We really need 1 energy here at least. Okay, so we do get the energy. That's good. So let's go ahead and attach that. We do get a Max Elixir, so that's a positive as well. We'll go ahead and attach that to Gardevoir down here on the bench. Let's Trainer's Mail. All right, I'll take it. Another Max Elixir. So we'll go ahead and do that. And try to get that on the Gardevoir as well. Okay, there we go. So right off the bat, guys, we got 3 energy. Now, at this point, I really don't want to Sycamore because I don't want to get rid of this Mega. I know he may end this next turn, but I really want to hope that he doesn't. So we're just going to Geomancy here and grab a couple of basic energy cards. And as you can see, guys, if we can get this Brilliant Arrow running, we're at 30, 60, 90, 120, 150 already. And that's just turn 1 for us. So already 150 damage if we can get this Mega Guardy out and nail the Sceptile here. Now, another thing is we're going to have to be able to get this Xerneas out of the active position. So we may... we'll hopefully get our Stadium card out to do that. All right, so an interesting deck here. Looks like straight up Grass type. Let's take a look at this card. Trico. Flip a coin if heads. Attack does 10 more damage with Quick Attack. Okay. All right, so he's going to do Sleep Poison on us. Let's see what happens. Okay, so he does get that. That kind of stinks. Yeah, but I remain asleep. Okay, so that's going to buy him a little bit of time. Let's go ahead and do that. Man, I really don't want to get rid of that Mega Gardevoir, but I don't think we have a choice. So let's go ahead and do that there. Let's get Trainer's Mail out. Let's see what we can get. Okay, so Pokemon Center Lady is going to be a big deal. Let's go ahead and grab that for next turn just in case. Let's Ultra Ball Xerneas and Sycamore, since we have the VS Seeker. I want to grab another Gardevoir. Alright, so let's go ahead and put that down. We'll go ahead and attach an energy there. Let's go ahead and max Elixir. Okay, so we fail on that one. That one kind of stinks. So So right now, Xerneas is more than likely going to be knocked out this next turn. So yeah, hitting for 130, 160. So yeah, so Xerneas will be knocked out this turn. But we do have Mega Gardy going. Yeah, he's just going to Unseen Claw. So 30, 60, 90. Okay, so we're still in a pretty good spot here. Let's go ahead and bring out Mega Gardevoir and see what we can do here. At least we got one of the Geomancies off, so that's nice. We may actually, let's see here. So have we got rid of any? Okay, so we haven't got rid of any VS Seeker. So let's go ahead and we're just going to Sycamore here. I don't want to end because it appears he doesn't have much in his hand to use. So we really just need one energy. Okay, good. We got that. Let's go ahead and set this Xerneas down. And well, guys, he gives up. He gives up the game. But I guess this is a proving point for this deck. As you can see, we were able to get it moving really quickly. And even after the Xerneas was knocked out, we're going to be able to hit for 150, possibly 180 there on that turn. So as you can see, all that energy acceleration, it moves really, really quickly. And is such a good deck, in my opinion. Of course, like anything, if you can't get it set up, well, then there's going to be some issues there. But, if you can get it set up pretty early, like in that case, man, it's so good. All right, so we win the flip there. We will go first, even though going second isn't necessarily always a bad thing for us. All right, so we're going to start with a Gardevoir. We'll go ahead and throw both Gardevoirs out as well. All right, so we're playing, it looks like V Charmander had a lot of different things going on in this deck, so it'll be interesting to see kind of what he has. Okay, so it looks like we're playing, Volcanion. Okay, so not surprising there. Let's see here. We may actually go ahead and just set up the one on the bench. That might be the best play here. Oh, we failed the Max Elixir, so that's always not a good thing for us. All right, we're just going to skip on the Trainer's Mail. Let's go ahead and Sycamore. We got to get something rolling here, guys. All right, here's another Max Elixir. We really need to hit this one. We do. So we're going to throw that on the bench. Let's go ahead and Trainer's Mail again. Let's see. We got a VS Seeker. We got in. You know what? I may actually... We have a Mega ready to go. We'll probably get in this turn. Let's go ahead and Max Elixir again to get hopefully another energy out. Yeah, so already turn one, we've got this Gardevoir set up, and we're just going to pass turn. So again, we move in really quickly. We are at a disadvantage here just because we don't have Xerneas in our active spot. So that could be a problem moving forward. But again, nothing necessarily to worry about at this point. Hopefully we can get a few more energies out this next turn. Let's see, do we have any energy in the discard? No, not yet. Okay. All right, so he does Sycamore, so we aren't going to get Lysander this turn, which wouldn't make sense at this point anyway. We aren't going to get End, though. I think that is the bigger deal at this point. All right, so he's put the Fury Belt on the baby Volcanion back there on the bench. Gets this Volcanion going with two. Let's see what he decides to grab in the Ultra Ball. I would assume a Shaman. No, he'll grab another Volcanion. So he must have some draw support in his hand then. Yeah, there's the Shaman. Okay. So perfect Shaman for V Charmander, and this Volcanion deck is getting rolling. This deck, of course, very popular right now in the metagame. Very good deck, though. I mean, really. It can be really scary, especially at this point now, because it looks like he's got that Volcanion loaded up for turn one. We'll possibly be able to knock out this Gardevoir. We'll see, though. All right, yeah, so brings that up. He will steam up, so that's 160 there. He doesn't have the belt on him, though. Okay, he'll steam up again. All right, so already we're going to lose to this Volcanion really, really quickly. Yeah, and that's just, honestly, that's just how quick this deck can move. I maybe should have Hex Maniac that last turn, but, you know, things happen. So, all right, we'll go ahead and Brilliant Arrow. Let's see our choices here. So we do have Hex again. We could do that. That would maybe be the right play here. And he can't use that attack. Guys, we may actually just go ahead and do that. Take a risk here. We could Sycamore. That probably wouldn't be the way to go. So we're just going to try this and see what happens. and try to buy some time, especially since he can't attack this next turn. All right, so we're just going to Brilliant Arrow for 90. I should have attached an energy there. I actually didn't do that. So he can't attack. He can't use Steam Up this next turn. So hopefully, unless he can get a belt on this one, we can knock him out. It would maybe be a good idea for him to retreat here. But he would be discarding all these energies, so that might not be an option for him as well. But he's going to get knocked anyhow, so. Alright, guys, so let's see what happens here. Slow start for us, but we're holding our own, so that's always a positive. Hex Maniac in this situation is definitely good. And again, if we're able to get our Gardevoir built up, we would have been in really good shape against this matchup, just because, you know, the Steam Up ability is so strong, and that's pretty much what they want to continuously do there on their side of things. All right, so gets the energy retrieval out there and grabs 2 from the discard and puts it in his hand. So can't Steam Up here. Could use the Stadium card, Scorched Earth. Okay, so he will retreat. Okay, he's going to bring up this Volcanion. That's interesting. Okay. All right, so here's Gardevoir. Let's go ahead and throw an energy out here onto this one. I hate to, let's see, 30, 60, 90, 120. I hate to do this, but we really don't have another option. We can't Hex again, so we could be in trouble this next turn. Okay, so 30, 60, 90, 120. Do have an Ultra Ball available to us. Yeah, let's go ahead and try to get... Alright, we got to try to get something going here, guys. Let's go ahead and grab our Shaman, and we'll get at least 3 cards off of this. This could become a snipe target, though, moving forward, so hopefully that's not the case. So there's our Trubbish. Let's go ahead and set Trubbish down. It'd be awesome to get him going. I think we got rid of the Gardevoir, though, yeah, so we might be in trouble there. But we'll just got to Brilliant Arrow here for 120. And my guess here on this next turn, then, he's going to float him back and bring up this Volcanion to get that energy moving. Let's see what's in our discard. We do have another Hex and 2 VS Seekers in hand, so that could be a good thing. Okay, so it looks like he may in us here. Would be cool if we could get that Hex Maniac off this next turn. But he does in us to 6 cards, so which actually, you know what, isn't a bad thing. We need to get more energy rolling and a Spirit Link on that other Gardevoir. Okay, so I'll take this. 2 Ultra Balls, 2 VS Seekers, Sycamore, Xerneas. Okay. Alright, so he's going to Steam Up. If we could top deck a Lysander here, that would just be awesome. So 90, 110, I believe, 120, 369, 10, 11. Yeah, 120. Okay. So let's see what we can do here. All right, so another Ultra Ball, definitely something we don't need. Sycamore will be generating a lot of stuff. VS Seeker. We have Hex, got N. 20. Man, guys, we could be in trouble here. Let's go ahead, I guess, and we'll grab Sycamore and we'll go ahead and Hex, I guess. We really don't have another choice here. What I could do in this case, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and grab the other Mega Gardevoir. We will Hex here. Yeah. Really not much of a choice there. He's going to use the Power Heater ability again. He can't use Steam Up, though, so he can't knock out this Gardevoir. And if we get top deck a Lysander this next turn, that'd be awesome. At least get rid of one of these Volcanions. Yeah, so that pretty much stopped him there. He will go ahead and attach these energies. Okay. Okay, so we do get another one of these, so that's good. Let's go ahead and put this Xerneas and go ahead and do this here. If only we had a Spirit Link. We may just have to get rid. You know what, guys? We're actually going to do this again. We're going to Hex again, I think, here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And knock that out. Let's hope that he doesn't have another energy in hand. More than likely he will, but let's hope he does not. So 130 will definitely knock us out. I'm assuming he will have a energy. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so we're going to lose this Mega Gardevoir. I guess at this point we're just going to bring Xerneas up and get these other ones. Yeah, get these other ones built up on the bench. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring Xerneas up here. And honestly, though, we're probably in pretty bad shape. The only reason I say that is because... Okay, actually, hold on. Let's go ahead and Hex again. Because I'm assuming what he's going to do, he's going to... Well... Alright, we'll just see. I don't want to speculate anything. Okay, it does have the escape rope. That's a pretty big deal. We don't want that one to go out, but we don't have a way to retreat. Let's see. So he's going to hit 130 no matter what. I guess let's go ahead and bring up him. Even though I... okay. So he can't steam up this turn, so that's good. 30, we're only hitting for 90 right now, though. So, yeah, I think, guys, we're pretty much out of luck with this one. We wasn't able to get set up super quick, which is definitely the biggest issue about this deck. And I think a lot of the decks as well in the metagame right now, I mean, that's obvious. Yeah, so we're just going to Sycamore here. It would be kind of nice if we could get that... hold on. All right, let's see what we got here. We don't need that. Even though I probably should have taken it. All right, so we do have an energy here. All right, let's go ahead and throw an energy down here. Make a turbo. We could take one knockout here. 3, 6, 9, 120, 50. Okay, so we're going to take one knockout here, so that's going to be nice. But we're pretty much out of luck after that. Yeah, that's going to be it for us, guys. But hey, you know what? The way I look at it is, it was still somewhat successful. We were still able to make a comeback to a certain extent. We only have 3 prize cards left and all that. So, still a fun game. I wish it would have went differently. But you know what? The thing is, we can't win them all. So... Alright guys, so we're actually going to do one more match. I was only going to do 2 on this video, but let's go ahead and do a third game. Alright, we'll hit Tails, and of course we lose. So hopefully on this game, guys, we can get a much faster start. Okay, so we are starting with the Gardevoir again. So that's not necessarily good. But again, not the worst possible option. I know some of these decks have seen Hoopa in the deck. I find that to be interesting. But I don't know. I almost find it to be a Lysander target also. All right, playing against a Gligar. All right, here we go. So it should be interesting to see what he's got going on here. Looks like he is playing mainly water in this deck. And the only reason I say that is due to the deck box up here. Of course, could be faking us out. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed and poisoned. Okay. Be awesome if we get an Ultra Ball either off top deck here. Okay, well, we do get Xerneas, so that's a good thing. Ultra Ball, Ultra Ball, Ultra Ball. Come on, there we go. Cool. All right. So do get an Ultra Ball. I'm actually going to go ahead and get rid of this inn and this Fairy Garden. Oh, man, what do we grab? I guess the smart play would be to grab Shaman here. I'm going to go ahead and max Elixir to get one on Xerneas. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to go ahead and set Shaman down. Let's get 4 cards. All right. So we got Trubbish, which I don't think we're going to have to necessarily worry about any abilities in this game. Alright, so we do fill that a max elixir, so that stinks. We do have that Mega Guardy. That kind of sucks, but we're going to go ahead and... we just got to keep it rolling here, guys. Alright, let's Ultra Ball this one and Hex Maniac. We'll go ahead and grab another Gardevoir. Alright. Go ahead and max elixir. Be awesome if we could pull a Fairy Garden here. We don't, but hey, we do get a max elixir, so that's good. I think we've run through all... yeah, this will... we'll run through all 4 max elixirs on turn 1. That's awesome. Alright, you know what? And just for fun, we'll go ahead and Life Leap for 20. Alright, so right now, 30, 60, 90, 120 damage right now. Once we get that Mega out. So 30, 60, 90, 120. Let's see what we have in the discard. So we got Hex, In, and Sycamore supporter-wise. Alright, so let's see what this is. Does 20 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, 40 with Slash. Okay. So definitely, at this point, it looks like we're playing a pretty cool rogue deck. I don't know. I've not seen this deck before, so I could just be completely out of the loop. Alright, so we do get our Mega. We definitely need that Spirit Link, though. I don't want to waste our turn. Even though I'm not too worried about this at this point. I don't know what the Stage 2 is off the top of my head. So... could not be expecting something, and then it just got to kick my butt. Alright, so we can't get rid of that. We got rid of one. I don't want to get rid of a second one. Alright, so we don't get anything here. That kind of stinks. Let's go ahead and Trainer's Mail. What do we got? Okay, so we do... oh, man, this is a tough decision. Let's see. I guess this turn we're not going to be using the Spirit Link, so I'm hoping that... yeah, I think this is the play here. Okay, I'm going to retreat him into Xerneas, and then next turn I'm going to hope to get that Mega out. Yeah, let's throw one there. Let's throw one here. So we do have 5 left in the deck. Again, 12 seems to be about the right number. Alright guys, so in this next turn we're hoping to get Mega Gardevoir out with the Spirit Link. I mean, in a perfect world, that would be the situation. We are hitting right now for 30, 60, 90, 30, 60, 90, 180, 210. And obviously with this deck, we're going to be one-shotting anything, no matter what. But this game seems to speak a little bit more about what I'm talking about this deck. If we can get set up like this in just a few turns, man, the deck's so strong it can one-shot pretty much anything on the board. Alright, so we got 2 VS Seekers in hand. Let's see what we got to play with. Hex, Sycamore, and In. Okay, so same situation as last time. He's going to Rock Slide. Okay. Be curious to see what he has for this Eevee here, unless he's playing some type of Eeveelutions deck. Alright, so I can pull that Mega out of here. You know, I'm going to take a chance here. I'm going to Sycamore. Got rid of a lot of good cards. Give me that Mega. Oh, I didn't get it. Okay. Let's go and throw that there. Let's go and throw this one here. That sucks we didn't get the Mega, though. It's about right. Alright, so at this point, guys, I mean, we don't really need a Geomancy again, so we're actually just going to bring this Gardevoir up. And something that I don't do, I'm just going to attack it and knock it out. I think at this point, we might not even really need the Mega. If we were to get the Mega out, we'd be hitting 30, 60, 90, 180, 210, 240. Okay, so he is playing Eeveelutions. Interesting. This is a very interesting deck. Yeah. He's probably going to come out with something that I just don't expect at all. That's kind of what I'm expecting. Okay. All right, let's see what else we got. We got another Fairy Energy, so we're just gonna keep loading up. Actually, let's go ahead and bring this Gardevoir out just for the heck of it. Load that one up. Put a Spirit Link out there. Let's go ahead and Center Lady this Guardy, and let's let's go ahead and Shining Wind for the knockout. Yeah, he's just... The problem here is he's just not going to have enough to knock out my guys. I've already got too much built up. I kind of get the idea of throwing the damage counters all across the board there. But yeah, he's almost got to go with the sleep... Or not... stun poison, rather. Okay, so it does get 2 on the timer ball. Gets 2 more Gliscors out. Another thing about taking on a deck that doesn't have any EX cards, you really start to realize, like, oh my gosh, like, getting 6 prizes completely is actually a pain in the rear end. Alright, use his teammates here. Since I knocked out his Gliscor last turn, allows him to get 2 cards out of his deck. He's got this Jolteon back here. I guess he went ahead and evolved it for the free retreat. That's one thing I love about Jolteon. Even the EX card is very strong because of that. But again, this isn't really going to be a threat other than to Shaman. Fairy Garden's still out though, so that's a plus. Alright, so puts the special energy down there. Gonna Rock Slide. Alright, so there's more damage across the board. Let's just go and do that. And Shining Wind. Okay, I was going to say, I think that was the right call there. Alright guys, well thanks for watching this video. We definitely appreciate it. Actually, before I get off here, let me see. So this is just a straight up Evolution Gliscor deck. Wow, I've never seen anything like this before. I'll look closer at this card. This does 20 damage to your opponent's bench Pokemon 40. Interesting. Okay. Hey, use what you got, you know? Alright guys, thanks for watching this Draw 7 TV video. We're going to have way more videos this week. We've got some more tabletop games coming up this week. We also got a few more of these. Going to be doing a Lycanroc Deck Express, also a Decidueye Deck Express on the page as well. And I do want to mention that I don't go through and edit these videos, these Deck Express videos. I think, you know, if I lose games, that's okay. It's just really one of those things. It's just the truth behind the games. I don't want to win everything. So I really just want to show off just all the basic stuff of just what Pokemon is, you know? And I feel like losing is just obviously part of the game and a very important part of the game. So with that said, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Make sure and hit that like button. We're so close to around 100 subscribers. Please tell your friends about us. Much love. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you next time.